You did.
A lot of
Right.
racism. And apparently
Yeah,
Tails
just
of
the
an
one
Angel.
guy.
There's also
Yeah,
a man
Tails.
who grills.
Yep, a man with a big old grill. How do you feel about that, Claire?
Apparently, the angel likes the rich.
Maybe the angel
Yeah, which is kind of weird.
just likes a good old shrimp on the Barbie.
See, if that was it, I could agree with this angel.
So, when are we? Where are we? What are we gonna do, kids?
Oh, I think we were just leaving from
The church, and
Yeah, from the
we're probably gonna
church.
go to the boatyard, or wait, it was the boatyard or the island.
I think it was the boatyard to go to the island.
Unless you guys specifically brought a boat or plan to swim a mile or so.
Oh yeah, that discussion was brought up. So we were discussing going to the docks, I think.
Jesus, not the docks.
I'm sure we can find a boat or a rental boat.
Well, you're in a little portside town, so yes, there's probably someplace you can get a boat. Yup, dummy. On the east side of Northport are two main areas, so to speak. There is the Marina Park itself, which is this small park area that's adjacent to the bay. And then there's this big, oh, gosh, Marina Port. It's one of those places where you can park your boat with all those tiny docks shooting off of a big dock. And then it also has one of those wave breakers sealing it all in.
What do they call those? Docks, I guess.
Yep. Point is, there's a little office in front of it. It's a pretty fancy building. Nice red roof. Solid white bricks. And it has a little sign that says that this is the office for the Northport Ducks.
Take a picture of the docks before we get closer.
There's plenty of boats here.
Swing.
Some of them look like they haven't been used in a while, which is to say, look a little weathered, a little unloved, untouched.
A little rustic.
A little bit like Shark Bay had her way, so to say.
But yeah, let's go see the dockmaster or whoever runs this place.
Harbor Master.
Harbor Master, yeah.
You step.
Which is such a cool title.
You step into the fine little building, entering into, well, it's more a reception area of anything, but at the same time, it's also an office because the person behind the desk has like these big stacks of papers. It appears to be a fine-looking lady. What do you do?
I politely knock on the door before walking in. Be like, "Hello, are you the person to inquire about boats?"
She looks up, gives you a brief once-over. Can you roll me either appearance or education?
Oh, you can murder appearance.
Oh no, credit rating. Appearance or credit rating?
Well, my credit rating's not that great, so appearance.
Mine's 30.
Chang.
Wong.
Oh, dang.
Despite the fact that this lovely little lady has high standards, she seems amiable to your approach. So what do you ask of her?
Well, first of all, I asked if there's a place where we could find a boat.
Hire a boat, please.
Yes.
Because the boats are right there. We don't need to find them. Thea mentions in your.
I mean, own I own a repair place, and I own this little dock here, but I don't rent any boats out. I just hold on to the ones people already own.
Oh. Do you know if anyone's willing to rent out a boat, for a little voyage to Bello Island?
Gosh, that doesn't even sound like a voyage. It's like taking a voyage to your own backyard. Are you that boring?
Oh, I I heard some interesting things are going on, on Bello Island.
Sure, we'll go with that.
A rumor mill is leading me to Bello Island, if I say so.
Of course. Bunch of big town slickers thinking they know all the things. Well, on the plus side, you can't get yourself hurt over there, so... Well, like I said, I don't rent on any boats. I just hold on to them. I got a place where I can repair them, but I don't hold on to them, so... I don't know how much help I can be.
Uh, do you know if anyone, well, like I said, is willing to, you know, allow us passage on their boat?
Didn't someone recently open up a, what's it called, rental nearby? I don't really keep track of that kind of stuff.
Oh, and I'm new here, so I wouldn't know that either.
That's good information, though.
Where would this boat rental place be?
I like how she implied that she doesn't know and you decide to ask anyway. Great. Good digging.
Well, I mean, she said, like, wasn't there, but she didn't say that she doesn't know where it was.
Okay, let me just... Oh, goodness. I gotta... my nose. Just acting up. Excuse me. First and foremost, her actual name is Haley Marston, because this is the G. Martian Dame Marina. Big fancy name. She begrudgingly points you in the direction of the nearby Lake and Sky Trip, which apparently does offer like proper boat rentals. This whole harbor appears to have been set up just to, like, give rich people a place to put their fancy Lake Michigan boats for their fishing trips and stuff. It's not really meant to be a place where the common man shows up and rents a little dinghy. Although someone is about to change this.
Heck yeah.
You change many things when you arrive in town.
Thank you for the directions and the help. And we shall be on our way. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You go in the direction that she pointed. There's this pretty small little building. Looks similar to this one, but it's like really small comparatively. Like, this is a mansion if you were to live here. But that over there is just like a 2-room hut.
Alright.
And it does indeed have a little sign hanging from it.
I'm gonna knock
Did I
on
see
the door.
anything peculiar about the stand?
Not really. It doesn't have a door. It's like one of those places where you have just this glass desk and everything so you can lean in and talk across the counter.
Oh, you just kind of wander on in.
No, you just kind of wander to it. Like a stand, if
Yeah.
anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a kiosk or...
That's the word, kiosk.
That's the word, kiosk.
What a lovely little kiosk it is.
Yeah.
A fair-looking lady who honestly has... She constantly rubs a cloth against her, but the oil stains don't go off. And she oof, obviously takes care of some kind of business. As you come in close, she gives her hands another rundown and waves you to get your attention as if she's trying to get some customers.
And I wave back as I approach.
I'm gonna stick with you, though. You tend to handle the talking.
Well, howdy doody. Welcome to Lake and Sky Trip, Gina Park. I run a fine little boat rental and day trips and plane rental and plane trips. Which one would you want today? I assure you the view around here is delightful from the air.
Oh, it looks delightful from the ground, if I do say so myself. But we're actually looking to go to Bello Island.
Oh, you sure? Most people come here want to see the big lake. You know, one of the Great Lakes of America. Instead of boring old Traverse Bay.
Well, I mean, I'm actually looking to chase a story. Huh?
Playing our cards pretty fast.
Oh, great.
Well, it's not like we're doing anything illegal.
You know, the last two people I took over there weren't too excited about what they found. All right.
Oh,
All right.
what did they find?
Not much. They were very
Well,
disappointed by their trip. Best I can tell.
that's fair. I heard rumors of an angel though.
Yeah, I think that's why they wanted to go there. So, yeah, I could take
Yeah,
you there if you want to. It's not too far from here.
yeah,
Our
and
round
it'll
trip.
just be like a trip either way, you know. Go
Mm-hmm.
islands, see some of the lake, and you know, explore a bit.
How much are we talking though?
Oh yeah, that's a fair point. What are the prices for a boat trip?
So, what is everyone's spending levels?
I got $10.
I got a cash
Yeah,
$10.
Am,
Though I have
Oh,
60 on me.
oh,
yeah, I
cash
have 60 on
$1.
me and spending level 10, but I have a 30 credit rating, so you know, wink.
I got $60 in cash from stuff we've done.
Cool. In that case, it shouldn't be a problem at all to get a little trip around the lake to your little Bellow Island.
Little Bella Butt.
Bella
little
Island.
No, not Bella Island. It's too small. Well, right then. You can come back in like a couple hours and we'll have it all. I'll have the boat set up and ready to go.
Oh, yeah, we'll just pick up some stuff, you know, from our car, I think, or our room. Because I assume we left. Like, I assume we're not armed to the teeth.
And don't be too disappointed if you don't find any angels.
In my line of work, there's more often than not, I won't find what I'm looking for, but it's a journey.
Sure, sure, sure. Anyway, kids, do you want to do anything with those few hours, or are we just gonna fast forward right up?
I mean, we could look around town a little bit, see if there's anything more that seems out of place.
Hank wants to see if we can find a fishing rod to jimmy up into a special fishing rod.
Considering that
Which means what?
this is a waterside town, yes, you can definitely find a fishing rod.
Heck, yes.
Yeah,
we
but
might need it.
Good old Northport Fishing Supplies is rods of all shapes and sizes. The guy who runs it is one of those over-enthusiastic fishermen.
Oh, how wonderful. It's like, alright.
He has the hat with all the hooks in it. No.
Over-enthusiastically swings a net around, showing it off like, Well, we're going
His
out.
car is actually just a modified boat.
I put wheels on my boat, and a boat on my wheels. All right, you wanted to do stuff around town. Look for some suspicious stuff, huh?
Because our angel quest also appears near abandoned cottages, but there's also a horror that lives there. So,
Well, the first off, the Homewood cottages are pretty close to town. Bellow Island is like a distance away from here. You're going. It's gonna take you like an hour or so on the round trip.
okay.
How long would it take for us to get to the cottages?
I don't know, like if you're going by car, a couple of minutes.
Let's go check that out while we have some time.
Your little
Hank
broommobile
wanders.
goes over the maintained roads that are out this far north. Down to Homewood Cottages. Homewood Cottages is a large stretch of land that has a janitor's building. The one who maintains all the buildings lives, the owner of the place. And other than that, there are several dirt paths and roads that lead out to a variety of as fancy as possible looking cottages, like they're themed. Those wooden log cottages.
Ooh.
Oh,
Why, Claire, you judging some business investments there?
yes. Why have a cottage when you could have a house?
Because these are meant for rentals for people who are coming to visit. They're for tourists, Claire.
Nah,
Indeed, though, even from here you can tell that the cottage area has seen better days. Well, some of the cottages have started to collapse even. And, ooh, there's a lot of thin fog, mist, webbing? Something hanging around there. The main road goes by the area mostly, and a lot of trees will eventually block your view to dampen the sound of the road. But if you want to go there and have a closer look, you'll have to go there and take a closer look.
I'm gonna go there and take a closer look.
Yes,
I
we
will follow ahead. I'm also fiddling with the fishing rod.
Oh my god. You and your fish.
What are you working on, Hank?
Taser rod.
What's a taser?
Oh, right. Taser's a word. Shock rod.
Oh, well, that is
Uh,
certainly an investment.
Hank desires a fishing rod that can deliver a small electrical charge to the hook,
Are you looking to cook the fish you catch?
if it is a fish. He's just. He seems very into what he's doing.
Well, good for you.
I tell you what.
I tell the what?
What were you doing again?
We're going to the
He
side.
wants to make
Yeah, they were
a,
just talking on the way.
Yeah.
Well, you're at the cottages, like at the you haven't trespassed yet, so to speak.
Right, investigation mode.
There are like little signs every once in a while along the roads that surround this patch of land that are all like private property. Do not enter.
Security cameras don't exist yet. These signs can't stop me.
Even the maintenance, like the actual check-in building, looks a bit dilapidated at this point.
So, remind me, Marianne, what did you hear about this place?
That priest talked about a horrible thing that, you know, lingered by the cottages, or at least lived there. I don't exactly remember the exact wording, but I wrote down that it lived in the cottages.
During a specific time? Do we have to wait for this?
I assume if it lives here, then, you know. Oh,
Well, let's go see if there's anything in any of them. We could just look through some windows.
yeah.
You drive
in-
up to the driveway that leads into the small area. The dirt is starting to loosen up where probably some parking place was for whatever vehicles people used to come by. Bicycles, cars, horses. Whatever the times permit.
That's
So,
okay.
you walk up to the maintenance building and take a look through the window. You all took a gander, see if you could find a friendly salamander.
I want a salamander.
Little baby boy. Little baby
I used to
boy.
go catching those in the pond all the time as a kid.
Can someone roll me spot hidden?
I
I
could.
could.
I got a 45.
Mine's
Oh.
48.
Then I will handle that.
People with low skill do not interact.
People with not specialized. No blink.
I could have leveled up that.
Looking inside the maintenance building, you are confronted by the fact that the interior is surprisingly untouched. Normally, when buildings go abandoned, people start breaking open the door, smashing the furniture, you know, hooligans start taking, teen punk kids who think that they can do what they want start taking abuse of the fact there's no one around to tell them no. So, this small building is mostly intact. A lot of the furniture is still in place, even standing upright in the right places.
Oh.
On the other hand, you can definitely see the wallpaper peeling, rot setting in certain areas.
So just nothing's been here,
No
At
one's
least
been here in a while, no.
at least from the looks of it.
I think it's safe to say we can do some investigation then. Well,
Okay.
have time. I tell you what.
Leadeth the way.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go to the door.
You head on over to the door of the building. It doesn't appear to be locked.
That's Hank
not
looks
terribly unconscious for this time of history.
Hank looks at Dorothea in a kind of, and kind of points his hand to her side, kind of be ready, because he doesn't like the idea that it looks okay inside, but it's not locked.
You
And
grab the handle
slowly-
and swing it open.
I slowly open the door.
It still creaks very loudly because no one has oiled or maintained those hinges. No climate control. You're pretty close to water.
Oh, yeah, this
God, we're lucky we
would.
even properly opened the door.
All right, all right. Stealth time. The door just groans, and I open
Took
the
a
door.
gander to find a friendly salamander. Such a fun little rhyme. Anyway, ahead of you is a reception area. A large desk dominates the center of the room and doors spread to the sides. In the back, there's a staircase that goes up to the second story of this building, which from the outside is like this small little area that at most contains 1 or 2 rooms. Whereas the bottom section has multiple rooms. One of which appears to be quite large, judging by how the doors connect to it. As mentioned, while wind and other elements have scattered some of the papers and items that are in this room, for the most part, it's quite tidy for a building that's been abandoned for a while.
That's really weird.
There is one thing that catches your eye, and that's the abundance of the fog and webbing you saw out in the park seems to have condensed in this area. Like, once you step in, it's just very cold and clammy.
What's the
Could
smell
you
like?
go?
It smells like moldy wood, baby.
All right, well. Do you see anything, Dorothea?
Let's see if my elf eyes do anything. I have elf eyes now.
Yeah.
I'ma see if I can spot hidden some shit.
Yay.
Because you seem to be the investigatory type in that sense. Whatever
Okay,
your profession
so
is.
so you're just scanning the room, is it?
Yeah, before we step in. Trying
So
to see if
so-
there's anything that would be...
For the most part, in Call of Cthulhu, you do not roll to find things that are obviously in sight. Like, you just
Oh.
see the room.
Yeah, I was trying...
You give the room a once over. I mean, like, what are you really looking for?
More of any sign of the last activity. If there's this much, like, this many cobwebs and this much dust, there'd probably be some sort of actions if something had been in here that was bad.
Do you have
Like a footprint.
do you have a skill in architecture?
Do I?
Like, fun
Is
fact,
that its own...
that in Call of Cthulhu could totally be its own skill. It'd either be art and craft or I don't know. Or science, maybe. But if you don't, then you can roll an intelligence check to see if perhaps you can reason what might be going on with the space. It's a
let's
hard
see.
check, though, because you're kind of using some more esoteric knowledge.
I have really good knowledge of history.
Yeah, that's about, like, history, the subject at school, not history, the progression of events as things age.
I'm just looking through my skills because I forgot what all I put my
Fun
points
fact, if you become 50 years older, the history knowledge you have may not necessarily be up to date of the last 50 years.
in. I don't have a skill on it. So which one was it to roll?
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
I should try to reason things.
Hard.
Or education, I guess. One or the other. Hard check.
I'm good with int.
Hard check. Unfortunately, it's a bit difficult to just ascertain the actual age of this. This place is old. You can tell at the very least for a year or so people haven't been here.
Huh.
Well, I don't think anything's going to attack us immediately, Hank, aside from whatever made these freaking webs.
Hank kind of looks at. Oh yeah, he has his fishing rod. Hank kind of takes his rod and kind of pokes at the webbing.
I mean, other than the size and amount of it, it's spider webbing, to best you can tell.
Well, try to brush it aside and let's go in.
I mean,
Moving.
this is one of the maintenance ones, right? I mean,
This is like the main greeting building. Like you mostly go here to pick up your keys, say hello, pay your dues and stuff.
yeah, what we probably should be looking at is a cottage.
Well,
But
off to the right side of this room that you're in, the reception area, which spans the whole length of the building, is a large communal area. Off to the left, you can see what seems to be an office and like a bathroom area.
well, I know the keys will be here, so yeah, what kinds of keys?
Well, let's check in.
Ha 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 ha.
No response.
Literally no response. You know, God,
Lead the
I
way,
almost
Hank.
wonder if- Yeah, Hank goes to the desk and rings the bell.
How would a bell sound?
Ding.
No, I mean like after. Oh, whatever.
It'd probably be like,
after all like the rust and like, probably like tink.
You put your hand down against the bell and hear an ethereal chime ring through the walls. As in, it hangs way longer than you expected it to.
Yeah, he just
that
sort
is
of
a
did that
really
for fun, but
And remarkably clear.
really about that. I also give it a little tap because it's just
How old are you?
Now,
it's uncharacteristically loud.
so yeah, when you hit a bell, it always has that after chime and that lingers, which that after chime that never sounds like an actual bell. Well, you ring it too. I guess no one is coming since they're leaving you waiting. How rude! The service here's terrible. 1 out of 1.
Dia's gonna go
Alright.
look at the communal area. She's annoyed with them just playing with a bell.
hey, look, I just rang the bell for a second. Now I'm going to the communal area. Let's go. Like,
Also, I'm 23. I have excuse.
The communal
2.3. Okay, got it.
the communal area is one of those large, long rooms that you could hold bingo nights in the lot. All the chairs have been set up in such a way as to create this large U shape, so you could hold like a little meeting if you wanted to. However, some of the way they do this is they have those little individual desk tables, the ones you would have in school and stuff. And they've been, although I think America has like those chairs attached to. I don't even know what you do, but around here, people usually have these little individual desk tables you can use to make larger tables if you shove them together. And that's how they set it up. Some of them have been overturned or obviously moved. Like there's differing darknesses of like it used to stand here, so this is drier and more protected, and then
oh. Well, I mean, why you look around for anything of significance?
Any dropped papers or artifacts or things that have been moved? Because if something's been in this area, then something will have moved.
I just find it odd that there hasn't been anything in here, so we've seen.
Well,
Curious teens, robbers, curious
Well,
robbers.
especially because they mentioned there was a problem in the area for robbers and people out at night, so it's weird no one would have come here.
all right. You take a look around the room. You find something quite interesting, though. A set of tripod marks on the ground. Although saying that they're tripod marks is underselling it. This is like big fancy tripod that digs its feet in real firmly with little spikes on the end. The floor and carpeting. Although to be fair, the carpeting is already pretty damaged. The carpeting and the flooring and the boarding are significantly damaged by this tripod having stood here, and it appears to be recent. Last few weeks maybe, because the wood hasn't completely molded over yet or gotten wet and damp.
Oh.
Curiously, whereas most tripods tend to be circular in nature, this one seems to have a square feet.
It's a little odd. Though, aside from a photographer, would any of us notice that?
Well, I mean, that would mean two of us would notice it.
It's an obvious feature of the room. Like that someone put this down in the center in the U shape. The tables practically frame it.
Marianne, why Why would someone put this here recently, or more recent than anything else?
I mean, hmm. I mean, unless they're looking to like project some images, I don't see why they would.
I think they get a fancy projectionist set up in here. Those are very difficult to get.
That's a fair point.
Well, I mean, there doesn't seem to be anything that a projector could shine onto. There's a lot of glass here, you know. It's one of those big sunny rooms. A lot of natural light. Very few walls. Other than the ones between here and the reception.
She's going to go into the area where the tripod marks are. And she's going to sort of like mime where a camera would be to try to see if there's anything of note in any direction.
I would argue with spatial insights. Something like science math or like a particular sense of presence, awareness.
I am a hardcore person for shooting things, high photography skill.
This tripod's, the center of the tripod is located in the exact center of the room. Like the tables are slightly off because humans are not perfect at getting the center of a room. This tripod has been placed in the exact mathematical center of this chamber.
Which either is luck or intentional.
No, you gotta be pretty lucky.
Do this by luck.
Gotta be pretty lucky to get this. Additionally, the way these legs work, like the odds of getting them all exactly situated to create a perfect equilateral triangle at the exact center of the room, is just a lot of luck.
Wait, what if we put a camera in the tripod?
There's no tripod. That's just the marks of where a tripod used to be.
Like okay, I got it. All right, I'm dumb. I misheard.
So again, this means that they did something here very much on purpose. But there are no footsteps, no footprints in the dust.
As you stand around the room, having a fun old time, you suddenly hear the distant creaking of a tree. Anyone who turns to face this noise will see a flit of white vanish into the mist before one of the tall trees starts to fall over. Directly towards the building you're currently in.
Guys, move.
I scamp.
Yeah.
Back to the main reception hall.
It all happened in a bit of a flash, but by the end of it, the large common room seems to have been filled with branches. And the building now has a new piece of structural support in the form of a toppled tree.
Hank takes a look outside of where the tree came from. What could have...
Was it just
age?
You definitely see a stump.
Something was moving out there, Hank.
Yeah.
That's what Thea is pointing out while deciding to actively pull her gun out.
Did you notice a skill called Natural World that might allow you to decipher how good this tree is doing?
I have 10.
10. So anyone can take that.
I'm a try. And fail.
Old age, it's unclear.
I can use 11 luck.
This tree has not enough rings to be that old that it would just fall over out of nowhere. Additionally, it's not that windy right now. In fact, it seems to be completely windless where you are standing. Despite the
Thea is going to take a fairly careful look around the area because she saw something moving out here.
So if there was a stump, does it look like it was chopped down, or does it look like it just like broke?
Broke. Got those big spiky snaps.
That's just odd.
So that means something could have pushed it at us.
I mean, to be fair, you are a good distance away from the stump. How much can your eyes really tell you from here?
Elf eyes. I'm an elf now. Lord of the Rings hasn't even been written yet. I'm already a fan.
Hey. So you want to find some keys and then check out the cottages?
We probably should. Something doesn't want us here. Which we figured.
Cool. Where do you think you're going to find some keys?
Front desk.
Reception.
The front desk has all the keys for all 20 cottages.
Okay, we. Well,
Taking the key ring.
Yeah.
There's no
Well,
key ring.
God.
They're all individual keys. Because they give them away to people.
Alright. Just hand.
Okay,
Crossroads
before we take like
pocket.
20 keys, is there like a master key anywhere?
Not at the reception. Why would they keep the master key at the reception, where people can easily
That's
grab
a
it?
good point.
That'd be in the office, which is over there.
Alright, we could
Yeah.
each take 5.
Right. Be
Yeah,
on
but-
alert.
The office has definitely seen better days. The large, fake mahogany desk, it got that paint job, baby. Has been pushed aside. Another set of tripod markings on the ground. More interesting is that someone has taken time to carve some stuff into the walls. Rather intricate-looking shapes that combine a series of geometric shapes that all blend together pleasantly. On top
I'ma
of the
take a
desk,
picture.
as if returned by an old guest, lies a single large key. It matches the keys you saw on the reception, but
Keyblade.
Okay.
Okay, so I believe I know what Marianne was about to say, which is about what I'm about to say.
Hmm.
Let's see if those runes mean anything.
Yeah, I took a picture of it.
snap. Well, they sure look occult. Like spooky runes.
Roll occult to see if I know what they are.
Sure.
I'm gonna roll some occult to try to see if I recognize them from books.
Ooh.
Sure as hell ain't the kind of occultism you usually see.
This ain't no Satanism.
Now, if you had science mathematics, you might be able to figure out some of the... I mean, like, you have enough occult knowledge to know that some occults, like, you know, they like maths. They like fancy, the golden ratio and all that kind of stuff. And if you were better at maths, you know, you would probably appreciate this a bit more, because it definitely does have this certain immediate please to it. Just looking at it, it's kind of nice. Also, it's quite impressive that someone was able to carve on all this rather rotted wood and wallpaper, considering that it's kind of falling apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very carefully carved.
Well, let's grab that key and get moving. I don't trust this place at all.
Yup.
He's on edge on this. Something just doesn't feel
So
right.
who's taking the key?
Hank?
I will take lead. So Hank will take the key.
Call it point, Hank.
Point. Yes, of course.
Hank.
By the way, first contact vehicle. Mario.
On our way.
Mario.
On the ring again.
Hello, Mario.
That's a stone, Luigi. You didn't make it.
It's football.
I invented football. Gosh darn it. The area gets cold and clammy as you make your way up to the small hills that the cottages have been put on top of. You scan many of them in order. You know, they're about what you'd expect. They're cottages that made out of like wooden logs and stuff, pretty cheaply made. The interior, some of them have collapsed, so like the wooden furniture and cots that were put in there have all been completely smashed by the falling ceiling.
Oh.
As you go around, however, and you've checked like 5 of the 20, you hear this sharp screech. Kind of like if you could hear the ultrasonic sounds that a bat makes.
Beep, 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 beep,
I like
beep.
that.
Boop,
But like,
boop.
Time for the proper directions. Left, right, up.
Alright, what direction did it come from? Or did it just kind of sound to hit.
It seemed to come from further down the road. So the way the cottages are arranged, it's like about 2 rows, house on each side. Creates a nice cozy feel. Goes down for about 10 houses. You've checked 5, so you're on like the northwestern edge of this whole situation. Seems to come from further down the road.
Hank, lead the way. I'll cover.
All right. Hank leads the way.
As you move down, Hank, you are confronted by a... So, blood doesn't stick around on a dirt soil for like a year, right? Or more.
Shouldn't.
Yeah, it's
No.
kind of weird that as you move down, there's this trickle of blood from one of the cabins, and it's bubbling and boiling, and more vibrant than anything in the environment in terms of color. Despite the gray, lifeless light, it's vibrant and animate.
I see. Blood doesn't do that normally either.
Well, you know, not with that attitude.
My blood does it.
Well, not with that attitude.
But
I mean, she knows. She saw a lot of it a few days ago.
As I mentioned, this
Okay.
blood appears to come from a specific cabin.
all right,
Then I get out my gun.
baseball bat.
I'm gonna get ready, and hopefully Hank will get the door because he's the tougher one.
Well, yeah, Hank gets open the door, though Hank has his club out because what the hell is going on here? There's a bubbling red carpet.
You open up the door. Inside, you see quite a grisly sight. A family of 5, killed and butchered by a man who has, painted the walls with what used to be part of his brain.
Oh boy.
Suffice to say, he
Okay.
didn't only use that gun to make corpses. It's not a pleasant sight. Can I get a sanity check from everyone?
Okie dokie. Oh, good.
You fucking nuked
I
it.
take a picture. Click.
I've
Lo-
seen dead
I think
bodies
that's what
before.
pushes us all over the edge.
Hank, you failed the check.
So did I.
1d6 sanity loss, please. The two of you recoil at the sight of this grisly scene.
Okay, that's not too bad. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Whereas Marianne probably just
Ugh.
takes out her camera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what she said she's doing.
Yeah, I took a picture of the marks on the wall. It's like, oh, that's horrifying.
Click. We all
God,
know.
you would be a great influencer.
What's up? What's up, gamers? Today we're gonna look at this fine corpse stain removal.
Oh, so you're the prototype Logan Paul.
So I accidentally, during the last video, killed a few people with a good prank. So in order to get rid of it, we're gonna use extra strength bleach from Walmart.
Yeah.
Thanks Walmart for sponsoring this video. Don't forget, I'm too white to get into trouble. And there's like the cops helping him out, and the whole situation feels so farcical that everyone in the comments is like, "Am I fucking on drugs?
Is this a group hallucination?
Is this man drinking extra strength bleach? How is he alive?" He's like,
He's not
"Extra strength
human."
bleach. It cleans and it hydrates." The fun part is I could totally see an influencer doing that unironically because they're like, "Man, this money's good. I like money." Point is, you are standing in a scene where the blood is still vibrant. The corpses look both fresh, like all the clothes and equipment that they're wearing looks new and fresh, but the bodies are aged and withered like mummies.
That's
Additionally, no animals have touched them.
Yeah, the fresh blood, the dehydrated bodies. It's weird. This is weird.
Yeah, I've shot a few people in the head in the last couple weeks. And normally they don't last like this for very long.
Normally, corpses don't bleed after they're dead. Not like this, at
Huh.
least.
They do for a while, but not this long.
I mean, you didn't even hear a gunshot when you arrived, so the fact that the corpses are still bleeding at this point.
I'm disturbed.
And you said the guy who looks like he did the killing took himself out.
Well, the guy who has the gun in his hands, or is closest to the gun. To be fair, you don't really have a good grip once your head is splattered on the wall, so. As I mentioned, family of 5. Ooh.
No one mentioned any. We didn't hear anything about missing family.
At this
Oh,
point, by the
yeah.
way, you're still standing in the doorway, so it's a bit difficult to get a great look.
I'm gonna quickly turn behind us just to make sure there's nothing coming because of that sound.
Spot hidden, please. Stealth creatures require rolls because they try to hide. Try to be big sneaky.
I'm gonna push that. Damn it.
If you push it, you might see something okay, cool. You might see something that unnerves you. Can you roll me another sanity check?
Roll. Really? Today's the day I'm not gonna make these?
Marvelous. Excellent. That's 1d8
Yours.
sanity loss because you do see what you want to see. But the
Damn
way
it.
but it's not. No. No, 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 no. Okay, cool. I think. Oh, getting real close to that sanity loss limit there. You might want to not get too involved with things for a minute.
What's the limit on it?
1/5 your current sanity when a day starts, which is however long I say it is. It's usually any period of time where like continuous stress makes sense. So it could be more than a
So
day if
that'd
you're like in a
be-
stressful situation or something.
18 for me.
Ouch. You saw something white with more limbs than you have fingers. Just skittered away behind one of the buildings in the distance. So,
Oh god, yes.
is anyone gonna go inside this house or what?
Well, I figured that in since I handled the bodies pretty well. Handled seeing it. I
You're
mean,
suddenly taking a point because everyone else is just like, oh.
Stepping inside, can you roll me a listen check?
all assault.
Perk those little ears, baby.
Off, man. But I will do what Thea's been doing, and let's see if I can handle.
You know, if you're gonna push this listen check, you're gonna take sanity damage.
Then I will not.
You hear a loop of sound. Like, there is this distinct repeating noise of about a minute long. It has loud bangs and yelling, but you can't make out the words, which is what the listen check was for.
Well, let's figure out where it's coming from then.
Oh, the sound is just coming from the room. Once you stand in the room, you just hear the sound.
Oh,
It's looping the last minutes.
Pretty horrifying.
I don't know. I personally would find the fact that there's a 3-year-old completely. Well, pretty sure autopsies cause your insides to be less outside.
yeah. I'm
Possibly a
ignoring.
vivisection.
I'm ignoring most of the bodies. Like I'm all looking for like.
How can you ignore the bodies when the smell of meat and blood hangs so thick in the air, and fired gunpowder at that?
By not looking at them, but well, by looking around them, not at them.
Can't turn off your nose. And as much as D&D people would like to fucking argue otherwise, no, you can't turn off your fucking nose. You have to breathe somehow, and guess what? Your mouth goes to your nose too. That's how tasting works to some extent.
Yep, it does have olfactory senses in the mouth.
This is the part where I shake my fist angrily. Anyway, so is there anything that you want to get out of this room, Miss Mary?
I want to see, if I could no, not I know I'm not like a crime investigator, but I want to see if there's like a thing to suss out to what exactly happened. Like, it looks like the man murdered his family, not himself.
Do you have medicine?
Uh, no. Well, I have one. But no. I'm a swing. I'm a swing.
Maybe you get lucky.
Nope.
See, problem is, Bella, you already
Now-
rolled a 1.
Now, luckily, Bella, luckily, because women have what's called the badonkadonks, you can identify them even if their heads are blown off. There is clearly already a father in this family, so unless they're like a 3-adult group, there's one dude too many, and it's the guy near the gun that stands out most. considering that he's wearing like way lower class clothes compared to the rest. The rest are all like in these fine, fancy clothes. Like, oh, we're going to go to the woods and have a social jolly time. Whereas he looks more like, I don't know, just put on some British accent and see how that works out for you.
Well,
He's like, oi, governor.
Oh, governor.
Yeah, it looks like he would say that with the stuff that he's wearing.
oh, this is quite the sight. Man murdered a family, then himself.
Explain the spooky blood.
Well, yeah, I mean, we could all see the spooky
What does
blood.
what does Hank do during all this? Hank, you haven't done much. What do you want to do?
Hank looks at. Is the blood still bubbling and like?
Yeah, like it's boiling hot, baby.
You know, I poke it with my club. I mean, like, why is this blood like this?
The blood drips off of your wooden club or your wrench. As if you're probably familiar with the fact that oil and water don't mix. This fluid doesn't stick to anything. It flows as if gravity is 10 times as harsh.
It's like everything. It's like all the blood is in suspended animation.
Well, no, you can definitely like put your finger in it and like get some on your finger, but it doesn't stick on it. Like it immediately starts flowing off, leaving no stains.
Yeah, it's like a non-Newtonian fluid of the blood.
Non-Newtonian fluids refer to the fact that the fluid becomes semi-solid when you impact it hard enough. This is more like it's a hydrophobic fluid.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Ya Bella.
I take a look at the gun. I take a look at the gun that the guy used to do this. Apparently,
It's a pretty fine shotgun. High-end custom engravings. Has a name in it. Like it has a clear place where you would put someone's name for like, oh, thank you, my dear husband. But it's all blurry and kind of weird.
I guess we could take this.
Can Hank and Marianne please roll me a POW check?
Hank pick us up the gun.
Can you roll me a POW check? Yes.
Hank, cut.
Hank, where's your POW? Where's the POW block, Hank? It's one of your characteristics.
Ooh. Oh,
It's next to intelligence, Claire, and education.
an undersized.
Okay, sorry. Like, everything just kind of blipped out.
POW
Okay.
check, Hank.
Pile check.
Okay.
It's one of your big 8.
Oh, it's because Windows 10's doing something stupid. 1 second. I was wondering
POW.
why it was doing this.
POW.
Oh my god.
Hank.
None of us are passing anything today.
Yeah. Hank.
I almost sometimes think Foundry trends.
I got a 1, so I should be passing more often.
I wonder if Andre has a director, and because it sees all those low numbers, it's like, oh, you're failing a lot. Let me give you some high rolls.
But
I almost see that.
just
Which, by the way, if you design your program like that, just shoot yourself. That's not how you design a good tabletop simulator. People do not want a director. That's the GM's role. Literally. That's why they're here. You dummy. Or at least make it a variable function that I can change. So I can be like, okay, my players always feel everything. Like it's a laugh. Nyah. Point is, Hank, you raise your gun towards Marianne, who seems to contort her face and her body into one of abject horror and terror at your presence. Dorothy is still outside, just kind of hanging.
Oh no, I'm actually specifically looking towards that building where I saw the thing. I did not want to go in there and get distracted while there's that thing out there.
Well, its ear pokes out from time to time. It's a long ear. If you've ever seen a bat, it looks like that. But the internal shell has this flowing shape to it.
Wait, so Hank's taking a swing at me?
No, Hank's gonna shoot you in the face.
Oh.
yeah, I'm gonna shoot you because I can't pass. But don't worry.
While this is
maybe I'll-
going on, you guys hear from outside. Everything okay?
Hank starts rambling about the large white creature that he saw.
Yeah, I
creature
know,
with
it's out here.
The creature with blood-stained feet. The creature with fangs dripping with death. The creature who screeches like the laughter of children.
Oh my god.
I think it might be out here, Hank. How about you come help me shoot it?
Hank, roll me firearms for your shotgun, please.
Okay. Where is?
It's under
Oh, skills.
firearms.
See, it's okay. We haven't passed a single check besides
Dorothea,
one, so
you
we're-
hear the loud explosion of a firearm discharging as Marianne dives towards the floor. The loud sound seems to snap you out of this trance-like state.
So
Despite the
I
fact
was
that you
just
shot the
running,
floor seems completely undamaged.
Hank, the crap.
Hank, the hell are you doing in there?
You got annoyed by the tippy taps of an invisible ferret.
Yeah, I'm the white beast.
I know, Hank. It's out here. I'm pointing my gun at it.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to charge at Hank
Oh my god, people, what are you doing behind my back?
to pin him down, or at least hold him down.
Okay.
This
You're
is getting
going to-
so
you're
badly.
You're gonna grapple.
Welcome to
Hank.
Call of Cthulhu, baby!
All right. Well, Bella's dead. Just putting that out there for everyone.
All right, Bella, roll me some brawl as you try to tackle Hank to the ground. Please go to
Alright.
combat and click unarmed because that makes it easy. Okay, cool. Cool. Hank, how do you want to respond? You gonna dodge? You gonna fight back?
Well, I don't want to be meta about it, so.
I can
Wait, how
do
do
what you
I-
did.
I grapple the creature trying to.
That creature's name is Marianne. You've known her for a few weeks by now.
Apparently, I don't see her as Marianne. I'm
I said you
crazy,
already
so I'm
snapped
gonna-
out of the trance, Hank.
Yeah, she
Oh.
doesn't know that, though.
Oh, I.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Hank.
hands
I'm just like, hey, knock that shit down, and I'm
But baby
trying-
Claire, the player should know that.
I didn't hear the.
So what do you
Bap.
do, Claire?
I just let her do it. I let her grab me. Marianne, no.
It's like, what were you shooting at, dude? I know that's like a couple decades, out of line, but dude,
It was a super Satan. I know I saw it.
Super Satan. Satan
Hey.
2.0.
Hey, Hank, Marianne, I'm hearing an awful lot of not coming up here.
I
Oh, baby.
come up there with
did you hear the shotgun there?
I
Yeah.
did, but there's a white thingamajigger out here, and it's right over there, and I'm not looking away from it.
All right, fine, I'll get shot, some other time. And I'll just pull out my gun and just,
Did you get shot?
I got shot at.
Well, then you're fine. Hank, did
Yeah,
you
let's-
shoot Marianne?
No, I didn't.
Good. Don't do that right now.
Don't shoot your friends if you can help it. All right then,
Yeah.
kids. All right then.
Time to investigate the creature.
I am still
Tom.
watching right where it was. I never looked away.
Its ear seems to have vanished.
Whatever it is, guys, it's got a lot of arms. I don't like it. I'm gonna do to it what I've done to every other alien we've seen.
All right, I'll pull out my laser staff and I'll just,
You brought that?
I mean, yeah.
It's a bit of an obvious weapon, by the way. Like, people might ask questions. What the hell are you carrying around there? What kind of fancy rootin' tootin' cane
Well-
is that?
I figured it was moved back. Wait, did he move our stuff back into the?
Yes, that's
Car?
why I have my rifle.
Okay, yeah. Then I figured I would have taken it out when we went into the.
All right, kids. What's the plan of action?
Okay, Hank,
Yes.
you go to the left. I'll go to the right. We're gonna circle around. We shoot it in the face.
Hank starts going to the right.
Are you circling the cottage, or are you going through
Like
other
you-
cottages? What's the?
Did I say you go to the left or the right, Hank?
My left or your left?
It's the same left.
Not if Hank faces a different direction, though.
It's just a little.
I'll just aim at the door then.
You do know the difference between left and right, right?
Of course I do. He starts going left. He's correcting himself. Not even gonna acknowledge it though.
Thea is now confused, but is continuing on her side.
And I'll be at the front door. Not like close to it, just at a distance, but with my gun.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You guys are going a few cabins down. You're going to surround this one building.
We're gonna, because I think it's still behind it. The idea is that Marion follows up the rear, but Hank goes to the left around the building, and I go to the right, and we try to, pincer attack it.
Cool. I think I need to...
Presuming it's still there, of course.
I think I need to draw a little map for this one. Do I have a good map that I can... No, I don't have a good map. Doodle.
These are just cottages. They're not too big, so we won't be separated long.
There, I'm going to pull up a map. I'm going to draw you a little combat situation. I'm going to put my paws on Claire. There you go. You little dingy.
Top.
Claire's a dingy.
Ding.
I do not own any token with vision.
That's really stupid. Let me fix that. You should not need to be able to see.
There we go.
Man, I really like that Foundry doesn't have snap to grid for any of its drawing functions. A line drawing function, that's not a polygon tool. Oh, man. Why
that's
does
weird.
it default to text? Why is the default line color white? Oh, yeah, because it just is. And then I gotta set the text to not exist. Go away, text. Okay,
I like to think that Thea just keeps forgetting we have the laser guns because she's not used to them. So she just defaults to a rifle.
And I picked it up because it's a dang alien gun.
Yeah, we each got... Thea got shot by one of those. They hurt.
They seem to. I wouldn't know.
Here are some cottages for you guys. I hope you enjoy watching me draw. Should have brought my tablet. Should have brought my tablet. Why am I a big dumb? Alright, this is the last cottage, which is where that thing was at. No, it just says this cottage. So at this point, you guys are somewhere.
Where was the murder cottage? Which one's the murder cottage?
So
That's the one that's Safi marked, which is the one we just
the murder cottage would probably like this one, or like slightly more north.
So you just
Give
from
me a
what
moment. I'm gonna drop you on the map. Bam, bam.
what
bam.
the it would have been like, the creature would have been right here if it could see it behind the cottage.
It would have been like around here, yes. It would have been
Yeah.
peeking around. You don't see it anymore. Your
Yeah, so
tokens
Thea
are
would
on the
be
map. Please apply them.
on this side.
I would split the difference around here.
That was Hank. Hasn't Hank splitting the difference?
No, Hank is going to the other side.
So we're circling around this entire
So about
building.
here.
Yeah, so you'd be on the other side of the buildings, Hank.
Handsome. Let's just give it all a good old call. Oh, go ahead. Throw them around. Hank's your character, Claire.
Wait, so you want me over here?
Down here.
You can click and hold to ping a location. Makes it very easy to know where to go.
Yeah, because we were going on
Oh
opposite
man,
sides.
let me go.
All right.
Thea is holding the back.
I'm waiting for anyone to call me.
Thea. Marianne. Still there, Hank? Okay.
Yeah, he's still there.
Always
Thank you,
smooch
Dwayne.
little babies. They're really
So-
soft.
Thea's gonna try to step around and do a quick
How about
scan
we
with
get
her
to
gun.
initiative?
Yeah.
Actually, I can just roll for everyone because it's always static. Dorothea and Marianne, you're first to respond. What do you do with your turns? Marianne jumps. Dorothea jumps around.
Wait, what are we responding to?
I don't know.
Well, you're just doing what you do.
You're doing what you're doing, but this is like timing.
Okay.
Oh, whoops,
Yeah,
excuse
so
me. You jump around and see this large white creature ready to climb into the cottage through a big open window. What do you do?
shoot it. It's worked
Cool,
so far.
cool.
If its head evaporates in one shot, I swear.
Again. Okay. Take a shot. Single shot. Rifle skill.
It's
Probably
gonna,
getting it.
it's gonna attempt to, dodge that if it can. It's to give you a penalty die. Let me see. Roll 1d100. Nope. Give yourself a basic shot. Extreme success.
Extreme
God.
success.
Hank turns around the corner. It's like, there's the bee. It just instantly
29 points of damage.
Good job.
does it instantly die.
You killed a harmless creature that had no intention of hurting you. But on the plus side, Marianne,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I I I heard the gunshot, but since it was Thea, I'm just gonna assume it's dead.
Yeah, you
Well,
heard
no,
this
I'm not
loud gunshot, and then there's probably like a yay, we did it. We won the
Yeah.
game.
Then there's a point of Hank just runs up and says, "Wait, I just realized something. Don't shoot it."
No, go on.
I'll just follow Hank then. Well, I would have gone to Hank's direction, but then Hank moves.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Cool.
I don't know.
You
what's
know,
weird
you
out of
should be
this.
worried about is this truck-sized spider that comes from above.
Jesus.
It is a
Why
truck-sized
on-
spider. And it comes for thee, fair lady. It comes for thee.
Things
Down
with
it
poison
goes.
Sure like biting you.
Man, things just love Bella. Also, there is a spider.
There is a spider. Is its toss skill 25%? I need to check up on this stuff. Because 20. Let's go with there. Where would it be? Would it be on our SP for spider? Or L for lung? This one is very weird about it. Because there is the spider hound, but I gotta look for the L. Just gotta make sure that this thing... Oh, cool. I gotta... Oh, great. Thanks, Call of Cthulhu, for referencing the source book. The fucking base book. Instead of including some nice stats in the other book. Oh, cool. People are doing all kinds of work now. I love this. And it might be a friend. You know, that's a very cute conclusion to have.
I
That may-
mean,
but-
despite its limbs, its face looks. No, wait, no, that's the death icon. Never mind. I thought it looked adorable. It does not.
Really?
Also, Savage.
You don't think that's a smoochable snoot?
I actually
I-
love that thing. I actually have the. I actually used to have the book for the artist who did that illustration.
What?
The skull icon makes it look like it has big, baby eyes.
Little baby eyes. Little baby man. Beasts and monsters. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. Or am I looking for creatures of the myths? Who knows? I'll just go to the index, because guess what's faster? It's going all the way to the back. I'm looking for... Oh, look at that! 161 or 147. I think it's 147, because I've looked this one up before. 147. There he is. Hello. I got this one all wrong. It's 40% for bites and 50... ooh, man. These are some nice stats. So it's 40% for bite and it's 60% for toss. Stealth was a compromise, because this creature does not, for some reason, did not feature in 7th edition, so I had to port this motherfucker. Hence why this is a bit more complicated than it should be. Alright, web toss. Oh, it's called web toss, not just toss. Well, good on me. I can fix that. Wab toss. Dab toss. Bella. A net comes from above, tries to hit you on the head.
What do I
Wait,
do?
okay, excuse me. That doesn't count because I need to aim at you. Then you get a counter maneuver. You are allowed to dodge. There we go.
That means dodge.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah.
Game over. Yeah.
I roll out of the way.
The best
So
game over music ever.
it's so excited about it. A large hunk of web lands near you. It glitters and gleams like steel.
I
Creature,
yell, spider! Well, it's not my turn yet, but
Hank.
when it is.
Big spider. Big spider, Hank.
Hank ain't having none of this, and yells for Dorothea, shoot other thing, and he charges forth to protect Milady.
Like how I'm not Milady because I just kill everything.
Well, you're not. Well, are you being attacked by a giant spider at the moment?
I could have been.
Yeah, you could have been, but guess what? You were busy
exploded
killing
it.
a wamp. He strikes the beast with his big club, aiming for its.
Show me the goods, Hank.
Oh yeah, I can wait. I can.
Target, yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
alt click.
Okay, try that again. And club.
Yeah!
It's a very high success, but you know what? I'll take it.
No, clonk.
Hell yeah!
Its chitin is like a layer of steel. Just like its webbing looks like thin cables. As a result, you are unfortunate to find that you didn't do all that much. Oh, I didn't have the damage numbers module set up for this? Oh man, I can't even see the damage numbers. Dorothea, your friends are yelling.
I need to click on that. Want to?
Wait, why is my laser staff going?
Well, no, I clicked
Oh,
on
wait,
that.
that's you. Okay.
Yeah. I meant to click.
Yours just activates suddenly, like, oh, that
From the
was good.
from the car, because I didn't bring it. Okay, I'm gonna. Why didn't I move?
Because I wanted to make sure that your move was allowed in terms of distance. Because we haven't done a lot with like movement distances so far, so
So the number is how many squares we can move. Like I can move 8
yes,
squares.
8
Okay.
yards.
Yeah, so I can move here. And I'm gonna take a shot at it because okay, that's a bit bigger.
I like to think you're just like, oh, not extreme. Are you sure you don't want to get?
Still 12.
Dun, 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 dun. Your bullet ricochets off its thick hide, leaving a firm dent, but
Can I see its eyes?
How about we get a sanity check from everyone now that you remind me?
Oh right.
Time to fail this again. I succeeded. Yes.
I succeeded. Yeah.
Those who succeed lose 1 sanity anyway.
Yeah. Still.
It's a giant fuck off spider.
Yeah, I mean it is pretty scary. It's actually a little scarier than the wamp. By the way, did you know the wamp? I'm not even sure. When it gives birth, its head falls off and the baby comes out of the head.
Terrifying. Thanks for telling me.
You have
Don't care.
Marianne, you're directly adjacent to a large creature.
Well, I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Did you know attacks of opportunity exist in the system?
I did not.
Just a warning.
Well, they're gonna back up.
Back up.
Does it take a swing?
Oh, you wanted to take a swing. Cool by
No,
me?
I was wondering.
Yeah, it will.
'cause-
It will totally give you a little lumble.
You never ask that question.
Sapper brought it up, so I wanted to know.
He said just a warning.
Marianne takes 3 ouchies from the bite. Can you roll me a hard con check, as the most lethal poison is injected directly into your bloodstream?
Well,
Again?
Hard con check.
well, I'm detecting health. Now, con. Hard. Nope.
Oh no.
Poisons suck.
Oh, I'm dead.
And she just dies right
Well,
there.
I'm down. Not dead.
Well, dying, technically.
Yeah.
You watch as the spider injects its venom, and your friend immediately hits the deck, spasming violently.
Oh, that's not good.
Prone.
Well, you know, it can always go for another treat of
Unconscious?
Hank.
Oh wait, it's dying. I click on, not prone or unconscious.
Floop! Here you go, Hank. What do you do? We want to fight back? You gotta try to dodge. What do you do?
I'm gonna fight back.
Baby.
I assume I didn't
Why
move
isn't
then.
it let me? Okay. What? Oh, all right. Hit the.
Let me
Alright.
pull up the dying rules for Pulp Cthulhu.
Oh wait,
Then-
I don't think I'd actually be dead. Cause the first one I only lose 1 health, and then the next I lose.
You have 24 hit
Uh,
points, so even if you only lose 1 hit point, you still lose 24.
But what about the poison? Does
Why would your armor
You-
protect you from poison?
ow?
Bella has a just general damage reduction.
I don't think you've been exposed to poison in any way that would meaningfully protect you against it, Bella.
Yeah, I thought used
Like-
to beating this
Like,
weird thing.
used to a beating, yes.
Ah.
This is a system based on the old AD&D rule of poison fucking kills you. It's
Okay.
gotten better since then, be glad, because I'm pretty sure it actually used to be that you just fucking died. Hank, you become entangled and ensnared. I think there's a status effect for that somewhere, but... Actually, yes, there
Alright.
probably is.
Dorothy, you're gonna have to solo this. 'Cause,
Hmm.
Radioactive.
Radioactive, that can't be good.
Wait, what am I become radioactive too? What, like the,
No, this is a status effect for radioactivity. Hank, you are currently entangled and snared.
Can I grasp Bella's fiery laser gun? from
You're
here?
literally just slathered in webs on all sides.
Oh, okay. So, brawl to
Flex
get
tape
out.
your way out.
Yeah, do I flex tape my? Can I flex tape my way out of this?
That's an opposed strength check, opposed by its size.
Oh, that's good because and it rolls amazing.
You have to roll an
okay.
extreme success to overcome its tremendous strength.
Wait, but it's just the web. How is that
Yeah, the
affected?
web, because the bigger... Listen, if you want to talk with the spider about this biology, you're free to do so. Go ahead. I'm sure it'll wait
Also,
patiently.
here's,
Yeah, but wait, but Zafi, is any of this affected by my outmaneuver skill?
Your outmaneuver skill comes into place when you are surrounded by multiple... Oh, wait, that's... Ooh. Yeah, that's for initiating combat maneuvers, so sure. We'll say that you have a bonus on that one. I'll say that it only has 2 successes. You gotta roll hard or higher.
All right, so I'm gonna brawl. Wait, do I brawl here or do I?
Strength,
Poison
Strength
strength.
check.
I'm sorry, I'm dumb. All right.
baby T.
I'll do this one then.
Really?
Of course. So I wrap myself harder in the webs, I'm guessing now.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Exactly. Dorothea.
I posted a gif of what happened basically to Marianne.
Oh my fucking god.
All right. Repeating what I said. Dorothy, you're gonna have to solo this.
Okay, that GIF is what's happening to the party now.
Dorothea, would you like to do something?
Yes, I would like to do many things. So, this big ass spider. Like I
Yes.
asked before, are its eyes visible to me?
It's many, many eyes that independently look at you from time to time to keep an eye on you. Yes, they are looking at you.
I'm gonna take shots at the eyes.
Sure. It's a great idea to shoot at the forward anatomy of something you don't know what you're dealing with. Oh, on the plus side, you do get the big target bonus. It has a so anything that is a build of 4 or higher, you get a bonus to hit it because it's so fucking huge. Go ahead and fucking gun it down, baby. It's not a melee because no one's threatening it.
Hard success.
Roll me the damage. You do.
Only 8 on that one.
That's 2 points of damage, baby. Chink, chink. Marianne, you're on the floor, going.
Wait.
Why
Don't I get 2 actions?
would you get 2 actions?
I thought every turn we got 2 actions.
No. This system has 1 action. And that action is the thing you want to do. You get to move
Oh,
around.
That
And
was because I was thinking the chase.
there was the chase sequence, yes. Now I gotta look up the rules for.
I miss Wumpus.
Why do you miss
He was
Wumpus?
so beautiful.
Is-
With his 6
even
arms.
met him.
you never even.
Well, you know
Listen,
what?
he might have been more racist than that pastor you met.
Look, you know what? I think Wumpus would probably be more preferable than the spider because guess what? Spiders can never be your friends. A giant bat. with 3
Marianne,
fork
roll me
hands?
a con roll. If you fail, you immediately die.
Alright. Go on. Yay.
Oh, thank God.
Marianne has survived for 1 more round. The long spider has a little tasty treat. but it's kind of pissed off at this guy with the gun. On the other hand, it's just a little hungry for a little Hank. Chomp.
All right. Cool.
Hank, you
So-
can roll with disadvantage because you are like on the ground. You're not stuck to it, so
Yeah. So. I'm
you want to brawl? Oh my fucking god!
I
Oh my
didn't-
god, you
okay.
How
did
did you
it.
do?
Hank, for once, this is amazing.
Personally,
Wait,
I like
does-
to
seriously,
imagine
did
that it's like coming into lunge and you just hit it on the head with the wrench that's sticking out.
I'm aiming for its effing eyes now.
This is the clonk noise. Somehow you do 3 points of damage. Hank,
You actually did more tied up than I did with my gun.
Hank, how did you do that? What do you want to do?
Okay, Hank frees his arm like an I am a man and just punches it in the face. Just like with the man.
Claire, you're using a club. You didn't punch it. Unless your fist is that large.
I have a
I mean-
pretty mean punch, but the point is I clock it with my club.
It's your turn now, as in your proper turn. What do you want to do with your action? Your big thing. What's your spiel?
Does that free me or am I? Just...
No. This is just you rolling around, accidentally hitting it in the face with a wrench.
All right.
Like you hit it in the eyes and it goes, eh.
Burn it. He kind of yells.
Hank,
and then
your
just-
turn! What do you do?
Do shit.
I'm gonna take a. All right. Well. I'm gonna try to free myself again.
Like, I know that you happen to have resolved a counteraction. Doesn't mean your turn doesn't come up immediately afterwards. You want to get out again. Was that it?
Yeah. Is that still regular or is that hard?
It's still regular. Gotta roll me a heart check. Heart.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay, Hank. Well, we'll just say that your arms are free. You managed to get your arms free enough that you can give it a good old lesson. Dorothea. By the way, you do not snap these strands. You just kind of wiggle your way out by manipulating those thick muscles. Wiggle, wiggle.
Okay. Hank said something about burning it. How the hell am I supposed to burn it?
I don't know. Maybe we could get a
with-
flamethrower at an army depot.
Yeah. Those things exist right now.
They do. The book says they do, at least.
Huh. Yeah, and I didn't bring my laser staff with me.
I did.
What, you want me
Uh,
to shoot your laser staff? That's
I'm-
Hank's problem.
I'm
I'm take
just-
my shot.
Posed like Yamcha right now.
You got Yamchud.
I mean, you can use spider.
Hard
logic to do
success.
Show me the goods.
that. I
13.
was gonna interrupt and state you could probably use spider logic and aim at its abdomen.
I'm aiming at the eyes.
Marianne, Constitution roll.
Da-da. Yeah.
Fuck.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Can she seriously just like unconscious flex the poison out of her body?
I mean, this isn't a rule, but I think it's perfectly fair that if you roll 1% chance, you just kind of come back.
I get 1 hit point.
You get that D&D 5e, but unlike in 5e where it's kind of a thing you can just do on a dime, it's like, yeah, the poison wears off enough. It loses enough potency, and you're like, ah. The spider is just gonna pick you up and get the hell out of here. See ya.
Wait.
It literally picks up Dorothy and Marianne and crawls into the building. Hank, if you want, you
Wait.
could take a quick swing at it before it leaves.
All right. With my, all right. I'm gonna try to bash its legs. So
Hit him right in the leg.
yeah,
Hard
I'm gonna
success.
bash its leg
Nice.
to try to hook it.
Why can't it dodge? Does it have to be here to dodge? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, the reason I can't dodge is because I'm really awesome. That's the.
I mean, that's a good roll.
Smam.
What
Here
the
we go, banana slammer. That does nothing. Tough as a rock. Hank, it's your turn. It's gotten up there. It's probably just gonna bite Marianne's head off at this point.
All right.
Get the staff.
Yeah, Hank gets the staff.
It's on the floor, you know.
Yeah, and yeah, Hank grabs the staff. He runs in. I guess up on this thing like that.
It's on top of a building, Claire.
You can give me a climb check if you want to.
It's also a laser. You can shoot it.
There are
Well,
many trees in the way, and there's also some fog, so...
And also, this is a roof. Unless, well, I guess it's big enough that you might be able to hit it. I don't know.
How hard? Wait, does this map adjust? Yeah, it does adjust. Cool. It's like 3 yards off the ground, as is Marianne. Hank, I know you want to shoot it with the laser gun, but you're gonna have a penalty for it.
And I'm not good with guns, so
You want to climb up there, then?
I'm gonna climb up there. Where's my
Throw it up.
Throw it
Throw
to
it
me.
Oh yeah, all right. I instead run up
Roll me some throw.
and throw.
You get a bonus if you're climbing, if you're already on the roof. But you gotta climb for that. So you're trying to climb up an old rickety cottage.
Wouldn't that be 2 actions?
How about you don't worry about how much an action is, Claire?
Okay.
Yeah, it's just what you do.
This isn't Pathfinder where everything is codified amount of action.
I apologize. I just why'd I climb?
Push it.
Push it.
Well, I think Claire wanted to throw that.
Well,
I don't.
listen. This old building is moldy and slippery, and it's not your fault. Dorothea,
She's dead.
you see that big old spider took us wiggling around up there?
See Hank fall down.
Listen,
Also,
you
Claire,
try to
you
climb a
still-
slippery log cabin.
No. I was gonna add something. Also, Claire, you still had spider web all over you. Probably got
True.
caught up on it.
That too. Would you like to do something, Dorothea? Don't forget, these are like
Okay.
slanted roofs, so it's not like hidden by the entire building.
I want to try to. Can I get to Hank, get the staff, and shoot this thing with it? So then my move
Sure,
distance-
probably.
Since Hank's closer, I can dash over here, grab that staff because my bullets aren't helping, and what is my climb? Not that great. I'm just gonna try to take a shot at it.
Pew pew.
Thankfully, this operates under my rifle skill.
Pew pew pew. Wait, there we go. Pew pew pew.
Die!
So you're like never gonna miss.
I have missed one shot.
It's still alive. The laser doesn't seem to be as effective against it as it was against like mundane materials.
I've never shot this thing.
Marianne, I imagine that you
Yeah.
gave it a test run just so that you knew that it fucking worked. Otherwise, don't use that gun. That's dangerous.
I'll knock down an ammo for that.
Marianne,
And
I would like to remind you that you are directly adjacent to something that's about to bite you in spite and then leave.
Spiders can feel spite.
I think this spider can feel spite. It feels very slighted by you.
I'm gonna use my heavy hitter.
Good
and
old Babe
block.
Ruth slugger.
Heavy hitter, you deal damage with the crazy. I expend 10 luck to add, well, first I'll see if I hit. The roll. Do I get any advantage or no?
Nope.
Alright.
All kind of cancels out in the end.
Extreme.
Mhm.
Please, yes.
Alright.
Bella, kill it.
So, you roll damage because when you roll maximum damage because it's extreme.
And then I'm gonna expend 10 to do an extra d8.
You don't have to, Bella.
Okay.
I'll just let you know that it was just gonna ping. You watch as you swing with such tremendous force that you cave in its ocular structure. You become slathered in a mixture of poison, which luckily isn't acid, so when it gets on your skin, it's not that bad. And a variety of exotic spidery fluids that can only be described as probably blood.
Bella has been like on the skin of her teeth, getting the crap kicked out of her for the past few
I walk-
sessions.
I walk to the edge of the roof, raise my
This-
bat, and yell, "What?"
There's this rolling and then this massive thud as the solid structure of the spider slams into the ground.
And then Marion falls over and off the roof, and I catch her.
Wolverines!
Yeah, that's why I yell, "Wolverine!"
There's no reference for me to understand here.
Hank feels his pride just like broken now because he can't climb a house to save the milady. Oh.
Get your ass down here. You need to get checked out before we move on.
Alright. Catch me.
Check the
Yeah, we-
conscience first, he said. It'll be
Yeah.
better.
Also, I like how you jumped from me to catch you.
Yeah, Hank's just useless at this point. Dang it. Covered in web.
Well,
Okay, so
what do you want to do, kids?
I'm gonna do some first aid on Marianne.
Put a big old band-aid on her.
If that hurts me, I'm down.
No, it's a fumble that hurts you.
Okay.
Or if
Don't
I push
worry,
and
I
fail
got-
it, right?
If you push and fail, that also results in injury.
Okay, then I'm not gonna do that.
Where's my first aid? I got a 48 first aid. Let me just have a knack at that
Only one person can apply first aid. Like, at this point, the wounds have been addressed. It's just that nothing good came of it immediately.
Oh.
Okay. Here's your laser staff back.
And
That was a spider.
that was a spider. What did you shoot?
Actually, it's not a spider, it's a soos. A spider of unusual size.
So,
While
yeah,
loading her gun, Thea's like, I have no idea what I shot, but I killed it.
I mean,
Listen,
To be-
there's no one in the world who's not going to call this a spider.
Yeah, but I didn't get enough time to look at it because then the big one showed up. I think I killed the baby.
It even does, like, the little leg curly thing.
So I don't know what that is, Thea very bluntly says. So I'm going to name it a tarantula.
I accept this. I take a picture of the tarantula.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
You know, I want to peel
Hey,
some chitin
Hank.
off this thing. That was tough.
Chitin. But
Chitin.
you see, Hank, we killed them, so we get to name it.
Hank,
That's
Hank
how
just-
it works.
You can't see it, but he's just tears in his eyes under his helmet because he was so useless. But I want to see if I can peel some chitin off this thing.
So,
I
do you
would
have any skills
bet.
that might be relevant to the art of removing carapace?
You know what?
That'd be something like medicine in 5e or like 3.5e, something like survival.
Darn, that's like natural world stuff, isn't it?
Unfortunately, you have no idea where to begin to remove this chitin without destroying half of the creature, apparently.
I don't care about the creatures with the pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have jungle survival training.
It probably teaches you something about peeling spiders. Don't forget to peel the spider.
I
Yeah,
can
mean, like,
try.
how can we apply real world knowledge to a giant f-off spider?
Good question. To be fair, I don't even know how you would peel a real life spider.
Well, okay.
It's kind of
look,
like
as
a crab.
Yeah, no, it's not. Jesus
Well,
Christ.
at that size it is.
Well, Claire, you see, this one just decided to evolve to crab earlier.
Oh my god, I hate this so much. I have eyes, I can see the chitin. Just peel that crap off.
Look, we have many places to be, and some of them involve not having Marianne die from any poison that might still be in her body.
You know what? F it. I'm gonna challenge the next thing I see. Come on, let's go.
You're just in full, like, let's go mode.
She is living on. She is literally only alive from adrenaline.
Well, Hank pokes the beast. We have saved probably many people.
Probably.
In the future.
Yeah, assuming that's what it is, because you know there are all these runes and weird things here that I doubt a spider made.
As Claire knows, spiders are big dummies.
Thea
I see her,
says while loading her rifle back up.
Hank does that, like, beard rubbing thing with his helmet. I theorize that maybe the spider and the wumpus. That's what he's calling it now.
Proper term is tarantula,
Yeah, but what about the bat thing?
which also looks kind of like a spider.
It has enough
Well,
legs
like-
for a spider.
It actually has extras.
Perhaps the horrifying events of this area attracted the spider and the wumpus. the Wumpula.
Well, whatever it was, I killed it.
Yeah, it has 9 legs. I forgot. 9 legs is exactly as many as you need.
Well, let's hurry through and check the rest of the cabins, see if there's anything left. Then we
You'll
should
find-
head back to get our boat.
You find no other particular locations of interest.
You want to try to drag
Well-
this, tarantula onto the car, and then we can take it to civilization.
We are not putting that in the unicorn.
If we
Hate
get
to
to a
swear.
phone somewhere and we get long distance allowed, we could call Prospero and have him, figure something out.
Do you want to send Prospero here alone?
Dude, the guy ran out of an exploding building that was struck by lightning once.
He's fine.
I don't think anything could take that guy down at this point.
To be fair, all of you have the same power he did, which is to spend all of your luck if you have 30 or more, and just get back at the end of the start of the next scene like, what an incredible series of events.
I am so glad I managed to just not.
It
just
turns out
not.
I'm actually immune to spider poison. And I was just overreacting.
Being
Hands
alive
up,
is so
I'm
nice.
terrified of spiders, but the poison doesn't work on me.
It actually bit my flask.
Still, yeah, we should get to our boat thing.
Yeah.
Probably. During which Marianne has this massive bite mark on her.
She has like 2 puncture wounds, as covered in bug stuff.
In my abdomen, it's there. Oh, that was
That's
Alice.
probably Alice.
Handsome, handsome, you
Yeah,
make
it's
your
getting
way
really
back
late.
to town and find indeed the little boat's ready to go. It's a little dinghy with a big old motor on the back. Nice experimental device by the looks of it. You know, it doesn't have a proper cover, exposed exhaust.
I'd feel unsafe doing this, but the stuff we just did,
This
and by
ain't no
we, I mean mostly you, I just sort of shot it.
Handsome. Well, you're ready to go. Here's your captain. She points at a guy next to him who honestly looks about as fisherman captain as you can get. Big bushy beard, big blue coat, got the cap and everything.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're taking over to Bellow Isle, was
Yes, there's an investigation we'd like to follow on.
it? Yep. Thought that before. Come on.
Marion
Don't-
says slightly wheezing, like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lie
Marion, how
down.
about you just, you take the back.
I'm gonna lie down on the boat.
She's like brushing her hair back, like.
You get on a little boat and go across the water. Indeed, it takes a little while to get where you need to be. But boy, what a view. The entirety of Northport Bay is where you can see it.
I'm
see
going to take a nice picture of it, because I also have a camera.
Click. As your little boat
Road
pedals
trip.
along, it is in the good time in the afternoon by the time you arrive at Bellow Island, which is a very big name for where you are. It's more like a sandbank with some growth on it, like plants grow here. And more interesting, there's a ruined structure on this island. The guy stops his boat a short distance away from where the sandbank would catch it. He's like, "All right, guess you have to weigh the rest of it. Good luck finding a whole bunch of nothing."
Alright, well, meet you back in, I don't know, hour or two. I'll just roll off the boat and walk off.
This island, at its widest, is like 150 meters across. For the most of it, it's much smaller. It's a little triangular island, not that big.
Well, let's see if we find an angel.
I think that the map I have here actually just shows hundreds of thousands of seagulls. Those are not bushes. This is one of those seagull islands. Oh no.
Oh.
There's not even a sea anywhere nearby, but there's lots of them. The stupid little birds. As I mentioned, there is indeed a small structure on the island, like the skeletal husk of what used to be a building.
I take a picture of the husk of a building, and then I
You
walk.
take the pictures, you rest.
The building is it's a 3-story building. Large stone walls that are all intact. The beams that hold up the roof are still there, but the roof itself is gone. That is about all you can see from the outside. There are lots of windows, but they're all boarded up because, no glass.
Is there any signs of non-bird life?
Well, the birds seem to avoid the building, for one. And two, there's a large hole in the roof's beams that would allow something bird-like to fly through.
Oh, I'm not leading, but into the ruins, I guess.
This is the part where you grab Hank by the shoulders and you push him.
Yeah, Hank goes first. He's our tank.
I'm the tank.
No, you're the underdog.
I mean,
Because
Mary
every
Ann,
time
you
you're about to
understand-
die, you come back.
You are not the point man. Do you understand? All you hear is like ringing. Mary Ann, you hear me? Just...
So, going into the building, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old wooden door that used to keep this building shut is easily opened. The floor up above, there's indeed that large hole that goes to the section that you saw. There are several floors, and this place smells lived in. Got that fresh corpse smell, baby.
Lived in. Past tense.
Yes. Sure, whatever you want to make of it. A good look around reveals that there are indeed tracks on the ground, but they're of hooves.
Oh, great. We found a Satan. Never thought I'd shoot Satan.
Please do not shoot Satan without asking
I
first.
always thought Satan was sort of a metaphor,
Turns out he just lives on a small little island in the middle of Michigan.
That makes too much sense to me. I've
Well-
been to Michigan. Michigan sucks.
There are also other tracks, but you don't know what they're from. That's always a good thing.
Totally. Okay, Hank, let's carefully follow these tracks.
I'll be in the middle.
The
Um,
only thing they fear.
oh my
Fear.
goodness. I really do love that the Call of Cthulhu books come with pronunciation guides. This one even goes, consonants are hard. All S's are sibilants. An apostrophe indicates a compacted, shortened I sound. A short O is written as O. A broad O is written as A-U. A long O is written as O-E. A short A is written as A. A broad A is written as A-H. A long A is written as A-E. A short E is written as E, or E-H. A long E is written as E-E. A short I is written as I or I. A long I is written as Ich. A short U is written as or A long U is written as Oo. With one exception that otherwise pronounced as in yaw. Oi is pronounced as in noise. Jesus.
Oh,
Thanks a bundle. So yes, there seems to be a basement to this building, as in something dug a massive hole in the corner of the base floor after breaking all the wooden boards apart. So what about that? You can still go upstairs, though. The stairs that go up are still there, so. What's the plan, kids? What's the moves?
So the stairs, if we go up those, don't give a view of the current floor we're on, right?
You're on the ground floor, and you can see the whole ground floor. There's not much here. Like, all furniture is gone. Probably moved out.
Well, let's go up the stairs then.
Shall we check out the basement?
I think we should save the basement for last. That's where something's gonna try to kill us. We've done this song
Step,
and dance
step.
a few times now, Marianne. That's where it's gonna be.
Upstairs, in the exact mathematical center of the building, is a tripod mark. Other than that, this room contains a large chest-looking thing made out of bone that's half open, and inside you can see the contents, which appears to be a variety of weird trinkets, like things humans have that look funny if you didn't know how human society works. Like a camera, or a picture frame with no picture in it.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Look along the walls for runes.
Or pictures.
There is a rune here.
Yep.
This one is mostly concentric circles.
I take a picture.
Click.
Click. You're gonna make a wonderful investigatory wall, like with taps and everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be my vision board.
So I'm real quick gonna look through these trinkets, see if anything stands out as actually weird.
I mean, you know, it kind of looks like someone just came here to take some land measurements of anything, and then decided to draw some circles on the wall for kicks. There's no reason to assume any of this is supernatural in nature.
I write for an occult, magazine. Everything's supernatural in nature.
These circles, humans can't draw on raw stone, not with chalk. That doesn't make any sense.
No one
And
can draw.
circles. Humans can't draw circles.
Circles are strictly forbidden in Ponyland.
Well, to be fair, they are perfect circles, so that is pretty cool.
Circles are constructs of aliens. I look at crop circles.
Well, what do you want to do,
Does
kids?
any of the like trinkets stand out, like particularly to any of us? Like,
Just look like random human garbage. Not like the actual garbage trash, but like none of these have a particular innate value if you were to sell them on like to a fence or something. Nothing gold or anything.
weird.
But it is weird that it's in a bone chest.
Yeah, the bone chest looks kind of weird. Which is to say, if you've ever felt a bone, it's made out of bone, but it's not made out of specific bones. It's like someone turned bones into bone soup concrete and then poured it into a mold.
Okay, the way you described that was incredibly unpleasant. Wow. Just
Wink.
bone ramshackle soup.
Claire, Sharkbait wants her bone soup.
That would be healthy for her, I bet. But,
Well, if there's nothing that interesting up here, we probably should go downstairs then.
You go down the stairs and see he. You go down the hole. It eventually opens up to a larger chamber. This large chamber possesses what seems to be a bed, a large nest made out of a variety of branches and twigs, and there are many tunnels leading every which way. By the way, according to this metric that I have, the spider you fought weighed about 500 tons.
Oh,
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
That cottage should have been destroyed.
Yeah, that should have crushed that building.
I don't know. It's a spider. They can do weird things with their leggies.
I mean, they
And-
can't put their leggy out really far.
They can't
Look,
sploot.
I own spiders. They would just fall. They're stupid.
Claire, the spider can't sploot. That's all that matters.
No, they can't.
Shark bait, you better sploot.
Now, Sharkbait does sploot.
Paws out. More paws out kind of look. Anyway, this large open chamber, as I mentioned, consists of a bed for a bird-like creature, a bed for a humanoid-like creature, if you were to interpret them liberally. It seems the occupants are here, and they immediately seem to take offense to your presence. They are... This is the part where I'm, like, gesturing. That resembles a human figure. One of his arms has mostly been replaced by metal bars. His face is kind of like he got smashed in with an ugly stick.
Oh no. Claire disappeared.
Claire,
Oh,
no,
he's
That's why refreshing.
as I said,
Yeah.
the guy looks like he got beaten with an ugly
Wait, should
stick.
I be seeing a bar? Should I see a map?
No,
Okay,
we'll
good.
get to that when you decide to fight them.
Okay, I thought that was what Claire was refreshing for. I got confused.
No, I couldn't move anything.
Point is, humanoid figure, not that pretty. Looks pretty buff, missing an arm, replaced by metal bars. Takes out what appears to be a sword of sorts and points it at thee.
Can you talk?
His feet are hooves. Next to him, however, is a creature about the size of a car that has large wings. Listen, everything is the size of a car if you wish for it hard enough. Someone here's Cthulhu's Mythos. Did you know you can roll that to identify things that don't make sense?
I have Cthulhu Mythos.
I do too, I think. Yep. No, I
Let's
only have
do
one.
it.
Well,
You can still
I don't
try.
have- yeah. Give me that crit. Nope.
Anyway,
nope.
the winged creature in the room has these spindly limbs from which its long flapped wings are, and has the reptilian-esque head, long leggies. It's basically a exaggeration of a bird, if you had to describe it. Mythos check. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Then you can roll me sanity.
Oh boy.
Everyone, you get to roll for both.
Alright, another one for me. That's 55 for
Okay,
one.
I succeeded
30.
one.
I succeeded one. So
But there are two.
Yeah, I failed. We both failed the other.
I
Cool.
lose one and then 1d4.
So you lose 1d6 on either check if you fail.
Uh,
If you succeed, one of them is 0 and one of them is only 1.
Oh,
I
so
passed both.
okay, so it's just one then.
The Byaki is unnerving no matter what.
So what do I lose if
A
I pass
failure
both?
on either check is a 1d6, like it's both the same cost, but the Byaki in particular inflicts 1 even if you succeed, because it is a weird creature that does not logically make sense. Like,
So
where
you lose one total.
where are the muscles on those leggies? I'm asking questions. Claire, where are the muscles on those leggies?
This should be there.
1d6, Bella.
The large creature, the bird creature, lets out a shriek at thee, displaying its
Oh,
sharp
succeeded.
fangs.
So when Bella asked if they can talk, they didn't respond, did they?
Well, they seem to have declared war on you.
Alright. And
Um,
I'm one away, baby.
one away from what? From your daily?
Sanity.
Oh no. Yeah, you're pushing today a little too much.
Yeah, and I'm a few away still, at least.
Marvelous. Marvelous. Would you like to try again? Talking, that is.
Yeah, I just be like, are you the angel we look for?
The creature laughs. The humanoid creature laughs, at least. The other one also begins to let out a loud chuckle. They find your comment humorous.
They understand us.
Alright.
Would you look at this? We have new friends in the Dreamlands, and fools they are, thinking angels where they are none. Ho ho.
Some guy told us they were angels. We actually don't want to fight.
There are no angels here, merely me and my friend. What brings
we
you
be your
to
friend?
my stout lair?
Oh, I mean, I'm just curious about, anything odd, otherworldly, not of the
Thou art in the
normal.
Dreamlands, friend. All is odd and all is strange. All can be whatever you dream.
So can we be friends?
Why not?
Cool. I'm fine with that.
It'd be an
Cool.
upgrade for someone as unappealing as me, I've been told. Ho ho ho.
I put away my gun.
I just lower my gun. I'm friends with anyone as long as they aren't trying to actively kill me.
Or a
Marvelous.
giant fighter.
Such fine dreamers for this
Or
land,
Marcus.
with a sense of modesty. How may I be of service? Or are you merely here to explore?
Mostly explore. You mentioned the Dreamlands.
Yes. That
Is
is
that
where we
here?
are.
Oh. That was an island.
A land of sleep and slumber. For when you awaken, you will awaken in your bed. Do not worry. You won't have to look at
Awaken.
me the whole day.
But we came here by boat.
Well, maybe. I mean, it is an island. Naturally, you'd come here by boat. Unless you woke up on the island itself.
So wait, do they think this is all a dream, or are they?
Is this
acting
just a
like-
dream? We had a dream where we talked to each other once, guys. I think.
Alright. Hank's not allowed to dream of their unicorn. Do you want to try?
You
I-
give it a shot.
Alright. I'm just gonna focus really hard
Ma-
on.
Marianne with her minimal dream. Sure, go ahead.
Look, wait, what's Marianne's skill in it?
At 7.
Well, the dreaming skill, until you improve it, it starts at 1/5 your POW. Just like your magic points.
So I'm
Okay,
just
so-
gonna. What should I
Skill.
dream of? Dream of a tiny marshmallow man.
okay, if the Stay Puft Man kills us, I'm killing you first.
Use your luck.
Yeah, I could actually do that. That'd be 14 luck. Hell yeah.
No. No. I was about to tell you have to roll for a hard success, or extreme actually, because circumstances are weird right now.
Okay.
Well, you're in already, so you might as well spend that extra 6.
Oh, I should have been the one roll because I have 14 in this.
Okay. Good luck. Bye-bye.
So, from your hand, as you focus as hard as you can, does indeed grow this little marshmallow man.
Oh.
He's gonna try to kill us.
I would call you Charles.
This also costs you your magic points, like all of them. But there he is.
Okay.
See?
So we are asleep.
Actually, maybe we aren't.
What you talk about, Hank?
We crossed the threshold, possibly, into what he calls the Dreamlands. Perhaps in this area, this island, you are technically asleep.
This hurts my head. I'm not gonna think about this. So, has anything been going on in the Dreamlands? We had a weird dream yesterday, and we all had it.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes. Sometimes in the Dreamlands, people wake up together. That's how it works. Well, wake up. They fall asleep in the same place.
What about Giant Mouth?
Yeah, in the sky.
It was on a
Ah,
cloud.
thou hast seen the cloud beasts.
That's what that is?
Yes. Verily. Also, Marianne, there's a quick thing I need to ask of you. Can you roll me an in check?
Alright, give me that.
I forgot that when you lose 6 or okay, cool. Marianne, did you know that you get an extra point? Actually, no, you get 5 points of Cthulhu's missiles because you had none before. Give me a hot fucking second there, buckaroo. For a moment, Marianne is well. Let's just say that Marianne is a little bit unconsolable. Like, man, I didn't know this made sense.
She grips
Oh, my
Charles
development
really
page
hard.
opened.
So that I could give Bella 6 experience levels in Cthulhu's mythos.
She just grasps Charles, the Marshmallow Man, really tight. Oh, I'm her new friend. Oh.
Anyway, my new buddy boy, my bubby. Anyway, yes, the explosive that we saw was a cloud beast. They are grand, ferocious hunters. Don't usually go after people, though. They like to hunt big things.
Well, there was a big invisible thing that was going after my buddy here, but I shot it.
Quaint. Very quaint, but the Dreamlands are a strange and dangerous place. There are many things you should be careful of.
So, to come here, we have to go to sleep at some point, right?
Yes, that is how one enters and leaves the place. Well, enters it. You technically leave because you are asleep. I can't leave, for example, although I can visit the Ghoul Warrens. There are tunnels there that lead to your world.
The Ghoul Warrens?
Yes. Many ghouls dig many tunnels, and some of them go straight into the Dreamlands themselves, allowing one to cross over without sleeping.
I think that might be what happened to us. We
No,
were
there
going
is
down a
no...
hole.
No. This tunnel doesn't lead into the Dreamlands, I can assure you. You are just in the Dreamlands.
But we were going down. Thea is absolutely just confuzzled right now.
Hank actually seems pretty on the ground. He actually points out that if you remember, we had to wade to the rest of the island. The boatman did not come to the shore.
Maybe he didn't want to get his fucking boots wet.
Besides, I thought Marianne was already asleep on the way here.
I was lying down, yeah, but I mean, I was watching the sky. Are we
Well,
in my
Hank
dream?
asked the obvious question. We can leave, of course, the same way we came, right?
Probably. You can go where you want. That's how the world works.
Question: will this guy come with us, or
If
is
you
this
want to,
like-
he'll come with you. You seem like
I mean,
cool
it'd be kind
guys.
of cool having a guy who knows the place.
Cool. So you leave the little
Also-
hole?
What is your name, friend?
Oh. Well, no one's ever asked
It was
for my
rude of
name.
us not to ask.
I'm Minnie, and this is Maxie. Pat, the big thing.
Nice
Uh,
names.
I was expecting something like Rayoth Ghoul.
And
Yeah, man.
Chuck.
Now then,
All their names are just permutations of Charles.
We were leaving.
Yeah,
Verily.
let's go.
You head outside. Ah, the sun is there. The boat's still there. The ghoul is with you. Yaki climbs out.
This is where we were.
Yes, this is where we are.
But this is the real world.
Yes. No. This is the Dreamlands. I have not been to the real world in a long time. I would know if I went there. Surely. Just like you know where you go when you go there.
Yeah, see, I was correct.
Uh,
This island is somehow a gateway to the Dreamlands.
yeah,
I assure you it is not.
A priest said an angel lived here, though, so did they see you, or the way it...
I have been
Max-
going around town
Maxi.
picking up trinkets.
That's what all that stuff was upstairs.
It's strange to see a town made by humans around here. And built so quickly, too.
What do you mean built so quickly? This place has been here for a long time.
No, it's only been here like a year or few. Listen, I'm more native than you are. How would you even know this place was here before? Do you often come to this place in the woods? I would have seen you if so.
we found some really old cottages. And, had people settled in for a while. I mean, it doesn't really feel like a year-old, village.
Sounds to me like you're just still adjusting. Don't worry so much.
Well, we should go check out the island. Let's not keep asking questions.
I'll wait here if you have any further questions. Just don't mind the birds. They're just silly things.
Well,
Gay!
yay.
Okay.
Ha!
So, you take a look around the island. I mean, there's not much to see. It's a little sandbank island.
Min and Max, can I, get a photograph?
Oh, I appreciate your intention to take a photograph, but you won't be able to keep that when you leave.
Well, yeah, but it's kind of just what I do. I mean, I did it last time too, so might as well,
Go
Well,
ahead.
All right. Smile. Do a little, jaunty pose.
It and the Byaki, like, give a little two-finger salute, that the
Click.
peace sign. Marvelous.
Right,
Well, you got a nice picture of him.
assumedly.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
It
mean,
doesn't
Yeah,
pop
it's-
out. It doesn't pop out as a Polaroid like in the last stream.
Thea's having a crisis.
Yeah, she is because she knows we were awake when we went here. She was way too rattled from what we did with the spider.
Look. Hank has the answer. He stated what the obvious answer is.
Hank, you're in a party. Share your notes.
Well, I have been saying enough. Clearly, this island is somehow or another a threshold, a gateway. As soon as we pass the shore, to the Dreamlands.
The ghoul has said before, and will say again, that that's not how that works. Like, you either need to dig to special places, which are like super special places, that takes a lot of work to find, or you need some very cool magical ritual crap to create a gateway. Or you go to other magical places that exist in the world. Apparently there are places where you can just wander into it, but it's not here. Like, come on, man. Stop being such a goof.
Hank then rubs his helmet. Well, wait a second. If that's possible, then maybe, just maybe, that some bitch boat captain drugged us.
See, I was thinking that.
The boat captain's right over there. He can't see the ghoul and the Byaki from here because they stay inside the building for the most part, so
Wait,
it's just like wave.
he's over there. I'm gonna go talk to him.
You head on over. It's like, what are you doing? How can I help you?
Peace.
Island as boring as you thought it would be?
Kinda. I am extremely confused.
By a sandbank?
No, something that one of my friends was saying.
Just playing tricks on you, I guess.
Ah, they do that sometimes. They're an odd bunch,
Probably. I mean, one of them was wearing a helmet.
He always wears that. I've never seen him without it.
Anyway, Can I help you?
Yeah, okay. So you see my two friends over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see anyone else?
He
Well,
squints a
there.
bit. As I mentioned, the Byaki and the ghoul stay inside the building for time being. They don't seem to like being out in the sun too much. So he's like, I mean, yeah, I see the building that the next to, the old ruins of it. I think there used to be a light post here or something.
Huh. Why would there be a light post on this sandbar?
Well, it's a sandbar, so you don't want boats crashing into that, do you?
Didn't know how much through traffic there'd be here.
Don't know myself. Never hurts, though.
One question, though.
Yep.
This town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on the mainland.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you lived here?
Northport's pretty old. I mean, it was founded back in the old days when people started moving west.
Thought so. It seemed like the kind of place that has some history to it, some meat on its bones.
It's got some, I think, 17th, 18th century buildings there, too.
Yeah, those are practically colonial.
I mean, they've been renovated. They're not like old material, but...
Ship of Theseus,
Oh, yeah, probably. Sure. Sounds like something smart.
He's just like this the salt of the earth fish man, just like yeah. Sure.
Very intelligent, yes.
Well, thanks for answering that. I better go check up with my friends. One of them had a rough day.
Guess he doesn't have a sea legs, huh?
Oh, he's a driver, not a sailor.
Ho ho ho. You go back.
Yep. Okay, guys, he just told me Northport's been here for like hundreds of years.
Huh?
The ghoul disagrees. Through the window.
You're wrong.
Okay, so these people are just punking us on all sides. Wait, I just realized something. Wait, I just thought of this. Is the boat captain awake?
The boat captain is there and he seems as awake as it gets.
He was talking to me.
Yeah, but
Well,
like were his eyes
well.
closed?
So do
Pretty
you
sure
guys
we
even
noticed
remember
if
why
they were
you went to
closed.
Northport at this point?
Well, we
It
were
was on
passing
the. Yeah, I was on the way
To where?
to Fort.
to go see the island, Ford's Island.
I was like.
And why were you going to
Fort
Ford's Island?
Speak to the
Ford isn't there.
not Ford, the foreman.
You talked to the overseer a while ago in Detroit, where he lived. Maybe you should have a look over your notes and make sure that you know what the fuck you're doing.
I actually didn't take any notes during that game, unfortunately.
So I'm just gonna look up the section that brings this up, but there was a mention that Ford went up here a while ago at some point, and then he came back and he was all weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I think it's under Keeper's Note where it is. Let's see. Ford, blah blah, North, Islands of Make Michigan. Yeah, you found a bunch of maps in that Serpent Person house. Did you forget about those?
Yeah.
Cool. Let me remind you. At the Serpent Person house, you found a big old map that circled and marked a bunch of islands on Lake Michigan. And, some do mention that Forth went up north and then came back a little weird and started making all these weird tires. So,
We're going to go investigate the places that have been circled to see if they had any hints.
that was probably the plan. And to be fair, it's possible that all these things are related to all this weird stuff going on. Because that happened like a year or two ago.
Well, the angel thing and the people coming out doesn't seem to be really hurting anyone.
I'm going to
We're just
lean
coming here to check it out.
Melina one more
Wait.
time. What is it, Sila?
So you mentioned down in the hole there were some tunnels going off, right?
Yes, those tunnels eventually hook up to other ghoul tunnels.
So I wonder where those go.
Ghoul tunnels, where ghouls live.
Probably don't want to run into too many
And so
of those.
and those tunnels go all over the place, and sometimes they hook up to places that go into the Dreamlands or back. That's how that works. I'm going to repeat this one more time, because I think you aren't catching on to this. This whole thing started a few years ago. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Who else has mentioned
Yeah.
that dating?
That's what I was just about to
Ghoul.
do. I was gonna start talking to Mr. Ghoul.
His name again is Mr. Ghoul.
Hey, Minnie.
Mm-hmm.
You said that all this here only appeared a couple of years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did anything else happen a few years ago?
Shrug. Not that I
Did
know
you
of.
meet a guy?
No.
Did the guy come through here?
No. Doesn't seem all that interesting to me. By the way, this island is not marked. Just in case you decide. No. This one's not. It's out in Lake Michigan. This is not technically Lake Michigan. Well,
'Cause we were.
how about we leave it at this because I got places to go, actually. I just remember my
Okay.
appointment is way earlier today.
Oh,
Okay.
take care of your appointment.
Here's a little meme to leave you guys all wanting for more. Speed up, idiot. You aren't the only one whose life's on the line. Seriously, stop it up. Remain calm. Say goodbye to any loved ones or office mistresses, just in case. Sex is not a good time for now. There's fire all around us. And shut up, Carol. Sadly,
Shut
the
up,
Chief
Carol.
Serpent says. The success system.
I do like how one of them just shut up, Carol. Thank you.
The main calm.
Next
Thank you,
time,
Sally.
maybe you're going to learn something. Maybe you're going to get a flight on this cool thing. Looks like it could go places. Ooh.
Because
I mean, if you really wanted to, I'll just tell you, Byakuya can actually go into space. You could go to the moon if you ask nicely.
he could do what?
Take it to the fucking moon, baby. You're going to be there 30 years before you can confuse Mr. Armstrong by writing your name in the soil.
He gets up there to just like, Theo was here. He's like, okay, this is why we have to do this on a soundstage.
And he takes out like a gun. It's like, okay, I trained for this.
And then he turns and there's Thea, never aged a day, with her rifle across her lap. That's a mistake, son.
This
What
is
do you
my
mean?
backyard, Sonny.
What do you mean? Do the words extreme success mean anything to you?
Not.
And then Thea, technically on Earth, lands the shot from Earth. Like you
She
get
wakes
shot.
up.
Like I personally just love the image if you shoot someone from Earth on the moon. I'm gonna piss on the moon.
I also like the
Yes,
idea of you asking him that, and he just goes, "Not written," and gets shot in the middle of that.
No,
Huh?
better. Because I'm still technically on Earth. He's like, not really. And the bullet I fired 37 years ago circles around the moon and just nails him.
Oh my god, it's an orbit.
How did you plan that, Thea?
Math.
I learned math in the last 30 years. So I fired the bullet before I learned math.
I got in contact with an NASA guy who really didn't like Armstrong.
I got in contact with Buzz Aldrin.